Well, yeah, I'm kind of a diaspora due to my work. I get to travel a lot, so my work brought me here in the U.S. Not like I've been living in the U.S. I've always been based in Cameroon, live in Cameroon. I come to the U.S. and I go back. Um, but I'm always around here to see the work that we get to do with different agencies and individuals and companies here and there. Yes, and we do a lot. One of the reasons that this particular time is to also build a strong, robust network with Cameroonians who are here in the diaspora in the area, that we can create a more structured partnership as far as the work can do back at home is concerned. Because trust me, for Africa to really emerge, we need a strong relationship structure with the diaspora. To the extent, sometimes I was just thinking to myself, I said, if I were appointed a president today, one of the ministries I would create would be the minister in charge of building diaspora relationships, because Cameroonians in the diaspora have the technical knowledge and they have the money. And if they can be able to export the technical knowledge and the money back at home in a structured way, we would do a lot. Right now, more than 99% of the money that diaspora send back at home is for consumption purposes only. The highest that they can do is to buy lands and build houses. But that is good. But that cannot create a ripple effect to that extent. Now, imagine a diaspora person who can decide and start focusing a lot on, creating well-structured businesses using their experience and their money to do that. So that's where I am looking at as far as the role that we can play, not just in Cameroon, but all African countries. All African countries have people in Europe and the United States, Canada, uh, almost everywhere, Dubai, Singapore, you can count in Australia. And I think this is enormous resource, both technically and financially, that can create incredible transformation back at home. If there is the right structure and system back at home that can accommodate this and enable the platform where these things can grow and become better.
This thing can grow. And in the course of your explanation, you did make use of the word a number of times, and it's structure. I want you to explain to me,
Yeah,
what do you mean by structure? What exactly are you referring to in the
exactly.
structure that can be put in place to work? Help me.
Yeah, that's a very important question. And this question, I will talk about something that is a big challenge for many people in the diaspora. This has stopped many people from investing back at home. I'm sure you have heard of stories of people in the diaspora sending money back at home for their family relatives to build houses. And when they go back, they see no house. The money was squandered into something else. I mean, I started this idea several years ago, about 8 years ago. There was somebody in the diaspora in China, I think. He used to send money on Christmas during the festive seasons for his younger brother to buy rice and stuff for the parents. And they would take the money and use just about 10% to buy the stuff for the parents and allow the parents to suffer and take the rest of the money and spend. So he started now giving the money to me. He will send about $1,000 to me. And the whole purpose is take the money, buy stuff for my parents, buy stuff for my aunties and uncle. He stops trusting the younger brothers. Now, this is as basic as family matters, and there's no place for trust. So the lack of honesty, integrity, and then the poor structures in terms of legal system or strong systems that can hold Africans accountable for their actions is not really helping the diaspora in any way. And also, for the diaspora to have a system that when they send money home, they know, you know, the people who take the money will make good use of it is not there. And that's why it is now different, where when you send money to us, for example, as a company, we can sign a contract with you. We can sign a legal contract with you on how we're going to use your money and achieve, maybe build your house for you, work with contractors to build your house for you. It's our responsibility. That way, you know that you have not given money to somebody you cannot hold accountable, like a family member, money to somebody that you can hold accountable, and there's a structure, there's a system that you can follow to ensure that that happens. Same goes for business. I know many people that I was talking with a client one time before he met me. He had sent over almost 300 in Cameroon for a business, and the day that he was coming to do, after about 4 years, that business does not have up to $5,000 in the bank account as profit. Just imagine that. Why? And when I went into the business, I saw so many family members in the business. No capital is not there. Business is not functioning. No profit. Everything is just there. So if the structure that can enable people in the diaspora to invest back at home effectively and also track their investments and see results, it will greatly help a lot of people to invest back at home. So, and I also think that there's a role for the private sector, like creating private structures like ours to do more. But also, I think that if the government can create an investment agency dedicated purely to assist in the diaspora to invest back at home, like from basic things like company creation, making sure that they go to the right legal systems and all of that, minimize or reduce all chances of embezzlement and tax corruption and all of that is going to play a big role to contribute to the setup of companies back at home and, of course, enlarge the economy.
Thank you so much for that. You are actually touching a point that is very important for many Africans in the diaspora, because this is what is happening in most of the cases all across, no? In that sometimes it is not clear whether when you cross over, those at home think that you become stupid. So when they want to do you want to do something that probably should have cost maybe $10, they tell you that it is $25.